I've been feeling this creative energy in me that I really wanted to let out, especially like through painting. I've had so many ideas and colors and things in mind that I would love to paint, but I rarely set myself time aside to paint or to be creative. So it's 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning and I thought, why not just be creative instead? Just push all my to-dos to aside for a second here and just be creative. So I got all my supplies out. So my PJs, staying comfy, and yes, this is me on my PJ, and yes, I have a t-shirt of myself, and no, I did not make this myself or get this myself. A family member gifted this to me, so yeah, this is my PJ. Can you imagine me wearing this out? That'd be really funny. I'm gonna first put my hair up because it's time for some concentration now. I remember back in school, whether it was high school or college, every time we'd write an exam, we'd all be like, okay, time to put our hair up. At least those of us that had long hair. What I've been really enjoying to draw or paint right now are these small format, kind of like postcard formats. I used to be really intimidated by big canvases just because I feel like it takes so long and there's just so much space. If you think of me as a writer, I'm like that short story writer or even poem writer, so I like things to be small and so I can finish it quickly and have that satisfaction of finishing the thing before moving on to the next. So this is, for example, one that I painted a while back. Then I have something like this. I have something like this. Something like this. I've painted a lot now, and just whatever comes to mind. Sometimes I have like these ideas. I think, oh, I wonder how this looks like, and I just have fun with it. As you can see by these examples, I like this kind of square around my designs. And previously how I achieved it was I taped off the edges with masking tape, but I found that I go through so much masking tape since I do so many squares, and sometimes the masking tape also rips the paper because it's just too sticky. So today I decided to cut out this like stencil. I'm not sure if this is going to work with this, but maybe it could, and I could save a little on masking tape because I use so much. I feel so bad. I feel like I'm producing so much weight. So in the meantime, I have showered, walked the dog, eaten breakfast, and so now I have kind of started with the base. I have one looking like this, and I have one looking something like this. Now these are both inspired by the sky here recently. So this gray and yellow one was actually from yesterday when there was a thunderstorm. I thought the sky looked super interesting, so I remembered that and wanted to incorporate it into my art today. And yeah, this is just a typical sunset colors that I've seen here. And now what I like to do is to draw some simple line art, maybe you could call it, onto here with like a contrasting color. I'm not sure yet what color I want to use, but I have different motifs that I really like, so flowers, but then I also want to try other things, other motifs. Yeah, just have fun with it. I've now been painting for hours. It's already the afternoon. I'm not entirely satisfied with the results, at least, but Yeah, it totally depends with me. Sometimes I feel like I paint things that I think are absolutely beautiful, but then sometimes I paint things where I'm like, I don't really know. But I mean, it's not about the result. At least that's what I always try to tell myself. That's about having fun and painting. But I always feel so let down by myself, or like in like such a bummer when it doesn't look as good as I hoped it would be, or as it does in my head. So today, something really exciting going on. I've been waiting for this for weeks. So today I'm getting a tattoo. I'm so excited. I've been counting down the days, and yeah, so I'm going into town, into Munich. Love the artist's work. She is based in Zurich in Switzerland, and she's a guest artist in Munich for this week. And I'm so happy I managed to get a slot. So originally she was booked full, but then someone canceled and I jumped in at the right time. And yeah, I'm so excited. So I have to get a COVID test and yeah, go into the city. I don't know how much I'll be able to film at the studio. I'm a little shy when it comes to filming in public, but yeah, we'll see. Ah! I just got up and it's the next day. The tattoo session ended up being really long. I didn't expect it to be so long, but yeah, it was really lovely. I absolutely love Nicolette and her work, and she really works so precisely, and her designs are so unique and modern, and also in a sense, I don't know, I just really enjoyed that experience. I always think that getting a tattoo is also about the whole experience. In general, pain wise, there were some areas, or especially the shading was painful, but it was definitely manageable. I took the opportunity to practice breathing and meditation, breath work, so yeah, I used the time wisely. To be honest, I was quite nervous to share this with you, and it's actually not my first tattoo, it's my second. My first one I have right here, a flower. Some of you maybe might have spotted it, but it's also rather new. The first tattoo I decided not to share on here because I was scared, and now the second one, I thought, why not? I mean, it's a part of me, it's something that I like and enjoy, but I wanted to be honest and share that I was pretty nervous and scared sharing this with you guys, just because I know that tattoos aren't something for everyone. I think, and I know that there are a lot of people that don't agree with them or don't like them. So I was scared to disappoint people, and that's something that I'm working on. I feel like I have this fear of not being good enough or disappointing people, and because of that I sometimes am not 100% my true self. And yeah, I want to learn to be unapologetically me and be truthful about things I like, I don't like, and yeah, just be myself 100%. So I decided to share this here. It's just a part of me now, and it's something that I definitely enjoy and really appreciate the art in, and the whole experience and the whole world. I want to talk to you guys about a few things that I've been thinking about, a few things that I've learned in therapy that I thought were really helpful. Is to know your values, know what your values in life are. And it's weird because it's something that's so important because it kind of finds you in a sense, but then it also helps you know what you want in life. It's something so simple and so important, but I think most people wouldn't know what their values are. And I definitely was also one of them. It was, if someone asked me what are your values, I wouldn't really know what to say. I've known that it's important to know your values, but it's never really something that you just don't do. I mean, there's no time pressure on it. No one's going to quiz you on it, but it's something that is good for you. And I even did this exercise like ages ago about how to know what your values are. And I think it was basically like a list of words. You were basically supposed to just go through them and then I think see which one matters to you the most or resonates with you the most, and then kind of through elimination get down to like your top 3 to 5 words that were your values in a sense. And I remember I did that, and then in the end I had that list. I had my, so to say, values, but I don't even remember what those words were. And I feel like it's a good help maybe, or it's a good guide if you don't really know where to start. But for me, I realized that that wasn't really the right method for me, because essentially I was choosing from a pre-selected list, and I was limiting myself to that list of words to start with. Then when I started therapy, my therapist encouraged me to once again think about what my values are, and this time I wanted to take a different approach and to search within myself what they are. I felt like I know what my values are, I just don't know the exact words yet. So I sat with the question, like, what are your values, for I think like 3 days to a week, and just whenever I thought of it, I thought of, well, what are my values? Slowly but surely, like, words started popping into my head, and I would kind of think, well, do I resonate with this? Is this something that I see myself as my value? And I really went with my gut feeling. I didn't try to think about it too much. And there were words where like, yeah, but no, not really. And in the end, I pared down to, like, came up with 3 words that I think are really define what my values are. And it's been really helpful because every time I am faced with like a decision to make, or faced with choices, I can ask myself, okay, I am at a crossroads now and I can go down this path or this path, and I don't know what the right choice is, because sometimes it's not really obvious what the choice or the right choice for you is. So then I kind of think of my values and take it kind of like a, how do you call it, like a measuring tool to see which decision suits best for me. And it's been really, really helpful. So I wanted to encourage you guys to also maybe think about what your values are. Maybe you already know them, maybe you don't. The values that I really resonated with were, for one, adventure. I didn't think it would be a value of mine, just because when I think of adventure, I think of like skydiving and camping, and those are cool, but those are also really scary. But then I realized I can define adventure the way I want to define adventure. Then the next one is creativity. This is also one that I recently learned that is really important to me. And the third one is compassion. So I'd love to know if you guys know your values or what they are, if you feel comfortable sharing them. Yeah, just some thoughts that I had that I thought I'd share with you, like talking to a friend. So yeah, thank you so much for coming along with me on this vlog. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know if you like these kind of things. I feel like through following along with me on my day-to-day, you get to know me better than like a sit-down video. So I really like them, and I love talking to you guys, messaging with you guys. So always feel free to message me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.